CGC SIG series unboxing. 8 books. There could be some big books in here with these signatures on them. So let's find out right after this. All right, we'll get started in just a second. Gotta hit the scissors to unbox this. So I got 8 signature series books. This is from New Orleans Fan Expo. I know one book, I can tell you off the bat, one book will be in a disappointment, and it's only because of a mistake, honest mistake, not anything malicious. Because I purchased a book, Transformers #1, and it was actually 1, 2, and 3 from Yahweh, and the #1 was supposed to be around a 9.0. Come to find out, he has multiple copies of Transformers #1. He had his own copy. He had a copy he sold me, and then he had a second print. So mistakenly, he brought the lower grade second print. That's what ended up getting signed. So we know that is going to be the disappointment of tonight. So no, like I said, no fault on him. It was just an honest mistake. Stuff happens. So that we know for a fact. So 7 out of 8 should be good. 1 will be a little disappointment. I might pull out that book after jump. Next thing I want to shout out is appreciate everybody did purchase stuff from me the last few auctions in IG. That stuff will be out. I think the last little bit is going to be out tomorrow or Friday. So thank you. I'll be doing an IG sale tomorrow. Well, actually, I was thinking about doing one tomorrow, but most likely I'll just wait till I come back from this little Mardi Gras holiday break. So if I do one tomorrow, just be on the lookout on IG. If you want to check that out. I showed a preview of some of the books that I got back, which actually I could show those off first. I did like a little short of books I got back from CGC, so we actually could do those first. I'll show those off. One of the books I sent back because at the bottom of the slab it had a little crack. So that was the New Mutants 98 and the 9.8. So that one got sent back yesterday. So hopefully I have that back by the because last time they got that, they did it pretty fast. So hopefully they get it this week. Hopefully open it up and get it sent back to me next Monday or Tuesday or something. So we'll see about that. So that's the only book that's not in this run. And also I do have the super chat giveaway going on / channel member giveaway. So if you want to enter that, you know what to do. $2 get you 1 entry. $5 get you 3 entries on the super chat / channel member giveaway. So I'm gonna show you guys these first 4 books. What's up, Barbarian Kung Fu? Don't forget, guys, make sure you thumbs up that button. Check out Barbarian. He has some great content as well. Thumb up the video. So we're gonna go show off these first 4 books that I did a short on. I don't know if everybody saw it. So these came back yesterday. These came in yesterday. First book I'm gonna show off. Very, very nice copy. Very high grade. Has 1 spine tick on it, so I knew it wouldn't get a 9.8. Men in Black #1. First appearance of Agent J, Agent K, and Z in a 9.6 with white pages. I like this book because the cover makes me think it's like 80s, maybe 70s, late 70s, early 80s. It looked like an older book, but it actually came out in 1990. So that's very nice. The guy I bought it from sold it to me as a 9.0. When I got it, it was very clean, and I said, man, this has a shot to be definitely higher than 9.0. And Dustin, my boy Comic Book Chiropractor, did his thing on that one. He is full up, and that all of these unsigned ones are for sale. All of these unsigned ones are for sale, except the last one, because I don't know if the guy I bought it from wants it back because it didn't come out the grade he thought it was, but All of these unsigned ones are for sale. I got them posted on Shortbox, and I think I shared them on Instagram. I know I got them on Shortbox. Next one up, Incredible Hulk 340 in a newsstand. I thought I had a shot of being a 9, so that's why I submitted it. But this came in the range that Dustin thought. Dustin thought an 8.5 or a 9, but it came back to 8.5, but it came back with off-white to white pages. So it's all right, but this is another one. If you don't have a copy of this in this grade in the newsstand, is actually very affordable. This is like, I want to say like $175 book, graded, $175 book. So an 8.5, I think it jumps to like a little bit above 290. So that is that book. So we're doing the SIG series. If people are watching, I see. Oh, we're rare in the chat, but if other people are watching, you know when the wife calls and you're live, what do you hit? The ignore button. So let's put that on vibrate so we don't hear that happen again. I tell you, she has my lives in tune. She has them in tune, and she knows when I go live. She just wants me to know she's calling. I think at this point, she says she doesn't, but it's too frequent. You guys watch me enough; it's too frequent. And plus, that had to be her because I had 3 watching. Now it's 2. All right, next book up. This was an 8.0 CBCS. 8.0 CBCS. Cracked it, pressed it. Dustin worked on it. Got it up a little bit to an 8.5. 8.5 was a long shot. I mean, if it would have got a 9.0, that'd been great. But 8.5 white pages. This is the no price variant. He says, send me the link. Send you the link. I'll just drop it here, Dustin. Let's drop it here. I could email it to you. You want me to drop it here or email it to you? I'm just gonna drop it here. That's easier. That's the link. So this came back at 8.5 with white pages from 1990. So no price on the cover, no price variant on that one. I gotta get my headset for when Dustin pops in. Got my headset for when Dustin pops in. I gotta get a new headset. This thing, I don't know. I think it's the mic. I think the mic has a short in it, and it transfers from the headset. So, yeah, kind of sucks. So next book up. Somebody's entering the stage. This guy is loaded with more books than he has room. He presses as much as Arnold Schwarzenegger presses bench press in the 80s.
What's up, man?
What's going on? How you doing? This is this guy. I don't know where he's at. He's on location. Looks like.
Yeah, I'm in a hotel room. I'm in Tampa for work right now. So,
man, bro, man, I wish my work would send me to other states.
yeah, that's where our headquarters is in Tampa. So I'm down here doing some training and stuff. So, yeah, it's been a busy week.
Did you see those 3 books I showed?
I did the Men in Black, the Zelda, and the 340.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Zelda, I was surprised, man, because I know I had warned you. I was like, I don't know, man. This might be a bummer.
I always wanted to get the same grade, and this is and to let people know this is all before the CGC went crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So I probably would have just left it alone.
Right.
but yeah, I was happy it bumped up, and it's a no price variant. So if anybody knows that's a big difference.
Yeah.
The New Mutants 87, which I sent back already. I showed that off in a short. That one came back at 9.8. And I think you said 9.4, 9.6.
Okay.
But certain books, man, I'm hitting 100 for, man. You gotta just believe me, man. I sent the New Mutants 87 and the Darth Vader 3, the regular cover, not the variant, the regular cover. I'm batting 1,000.
I called it a 9496. I just checked my notes. I wasn't
You
that
said a
far off.
94. You said a 9496. I said that. You said a
Oh,
9496.
okay,
I said
okay. Yeah.
yeah. You said a 9496. It wasn't that far off, but money wise, that's way far off.
Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely.
You talking like, I think a 94 might be $100-something, and a
Right.
96 maybe 200, and then you go double that, and that's the 98. So this book here, and the reason I was stalling, wasting time, because I was logging in for the grader notes. This one I am very surprised at. I don't know if you had the notes at a 7.5, but I'm gonna read the notes. I'm gonna start from bottom to top, because the top one is the one that I was kind of like, what?
What book is it? I'll pull my notes up.
It's the X-Men 94.
Okay.
X-Men 94. It said very light tears to cover, very light creasing to cover, which I don't understand if somebody, and it's not to you, I don't understand what CGC sees as creasing. They say creasing that breaks color, that would make more sense. But you say
and that's what
creasing.
Yeah, and that's what they're talking about is that breaks color, but it definitely would be a lot easier for people who don't have a lot of experience in comics like we do and know that's what they mean. It'd be a lot less confusing for those people, because there's people that'll, they might buy a book thinking, oh, this can press up, man, it's just some creases, but typically I've found that they're more or less talking about color breaking.
Yeah, and I see a little very small stuff like those on the edge.
Right.
That's, and not more than one. Actually, it's only one little small thing, probably like a centimeter, maybe. It's tiny. So I guess they say light, but they say multiple. Well, no, that was very light. So the next thing, it says light multiple error sure mark back cover. I had to look that up. I had to look up error. That means erase, like eraser marks.
Okay.
Yes, that's what it. And I looked at it yesterday before I did a short, and I said, "What the hell are they talking about?"
And so, I don't even have, and I didn't even have to really clean the back of that book on here when I'm looking at my notes. So no idea. I do have that there is scuffing at the top of the spine on my notes. I noticed that I saw like some scuffing.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
But it's on the front. The
right.
Stuff
okay.
They're talking about is on the back. It says it says back cover. That's what it says. Mark.
Okay.
It says light multiple mark on the back cover, and I'm like, where are they seeing this? Like, I have no clue. So my thought process, because I actually bought this from a guy, and the guy said he thought it'd be an 8 up until a 9. He said maybe it just depends on what work you can get done on it. And I said, well, if I buy it at this price at an 8, if it comes back at 8, I'm good. Anything lower than an 8, then I'm not. So I messaged the guy, told me to give him a call or stuff. So I gotta, he probably gonna give me credit for buying something else.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. I buy all of my like modern keys and modern variants from him that come back like 9/8.
Right.
That's what I get from this guy. So
I had it at a 7580, so it hit the lower end of that.
Lower end, but I thought it would be the 8. After looking at it before you worked on it, I thought it would just hit the 8.
It was one of those. It could do either or. Yeah.
I've seen ones that look worse than this being 8. So I don't know if they just hit very hard on this part at the top.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, you send it in 5 times, at least 2 of those times it's going to come back an 8.
And that's what I think I'm going to do with it. If the guy gives me a credit to use, then I will do it. If he doesn't, then I might just return it and get my money back. But if he does do that, then I'll send it in for the Chris Clommer signing. Now, do I want him to put his big scribble scratch on this book? No. But I think they'll give it an 8. Possibly at 8.5, because that's what they like to do when you get stuff signed by them. And that would increase the book tremendously, even if it ended up coming back a 7.5 with a signature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have him sign it over that top corner of the spine.
I'll just send it in I'll actually just send it in like this. I probably won't even tell him to press and clean it.
Yeah.
I'll just send it in like this. He'll sign it right there, because that's the only spot he signs on this book. And if it comes back in 7.5, I'm winning. Comes back in 8, I'm really winning with a signature. I looked at the price differences with this book with his signature, which to me his signature is like starting to become common, like Stan Lee.
Right.
But it still
Eastman's is like
adds,
that too now.
yeah, but it still adds a lot of value on
Oh yeah,
certain books.
because there's still a lot of demand for that.
What's up, Sister Silversmith? So that was all the regular books. I know this next stuff I'm going to show. I think you pressed some of them, and Yahweh pressed some of them actually. I think.
Well, we know who's gonna have the higher grades. Ugh.
No. But I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if that is the case. I think he did.
I just got to give him crap. I love giving Sean crap.
Yeah, and I think I'm not sure. I don't know if he pressed any of these books. Honestly, I can't remember. But I had a Daredevil 610 in there, the variant. I had some Punisher stuff, which I know you didn't do the Punisher. I think he did one of the Daredevils I had though. I think. I don't know, but
Is it a modern Punisher?
Yeah.
I did a modern Punisher for you recently. It was Punisher #1.
Is the Neil Adams one?
Let's see. No, never mind. That was 2023. Punisher #1 from 2011.
I know he has sent me. I'm trying to make sure. I don't know which ones you like. I know. I think he did a couple of these, but I'm not 100% sure. Because I know Yahweh did some of them for me because he was coming to convention.
Yeah.
And I let him do a couple. It's not on this order. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. It's the one from December 14th. December 14th. Daredevil 612. That one is in here. Actually, two of them. You did two of them for me. He did one of them. You did two of them, and he did one of them. You did that Punisher one. That's a Neil Adams 1 in 50. Very expensive book when I end up getting it by itself. And then the Invincible Returns.
Yep.
So, but I explained to everybody one book, and I'm actually going to look for that book because for the title. One book is a disappointment off the bat because it was a mistake. I purchased a Transformers 1 from Yahweh on the auctions. It was supposed to be a first print, about a 9.0, he said, in which he has the book because he called his son at home. He's like, "Is that book over there?" Blah blah. And he's like, "My bad, I forgot it." So he ended up bringing me, and I ended up getting it signed. We didn't even look at it, but we saw it was like kind of. It's like, man, this don't look like the book like you were saying. He said, "Yeah, something ain't right." And he looked at it. Dude, he goes, I have multiple copies. I think I grabbed the wrong one. And he did, because this one was not a 9.0. And it wasn't a first print. And it wasn't a first print. So the second print, which I'm gonna sell this book for just the cost of the signature. So if somebody wants this book, and you might not be able to meet Optimus Prime and Megatron, you might not be able to meet those people. You can get this book for at cost. Well, actually cheaper than at cost, but you're not gonna pay for the book or the grading fees. Just right, and it costs $40 to get a signature series book graded. That's just the grade.
Yeah.
You know, $20 for shipping, so you had 60. And let's say the book costs at least $20. So you're like almost at $100 on taxes, everything. I'm not even. This is just for the signatures. So if anybody wants it, and it came back at 7.5.
Right on.
So yeah, they signed right there. I got Peter Cullen and it's Frank Welker. I got him to sign like on the legs.
That's cool.
So they were very cool to talk to, very nice to talk to. I was hoping the book would come back in 8, but when we saw like another crease at the top, because when you get it in that certain lighting, stuff didn't show up good. Then we moved into some other lighting. I was like, man, I saw a crease like right at the top. It's like right up here. It's a crease that goes this way. and it breaks color, and I was like, oh crap, that goes the 8.0 plus. I thought it was gonna be because I was like, it ain't getting better than the 7.5. And I was like, got exactly what I thought after that. So let's just pull books randomly. I think I
So
don't
how much are
remember
you
what
gonna sell it for?
they charge me. I have to double check, but I'm gonna look at the New Orleans Fan Expo pricing. But I think it was $80 a piece. I think.
Okay.
So it's just gonna be 160. So that's all I'm gonna end up charging for it. Those
Yeah,
signature
that's not
prices.
bad, man. That's a cool ass book with those signatures.
Signature pricing. That's all I'm doing. I'm hoping I get a chance to meet him in Dallas and we could correct the error. So I'm gonna pull first two books. First book is not the book you pressed. This is the one Yahweh did for me. So because I can see the titles, just can't see the grades because the numbers are good. There you go. This is a Thunderbolts 2. This is a 1 in 150 Billy Tan, signed by John Berthold.
That's neat.
And I think this is the only one on the census. I think this is the only one on the census. Because I remember looking this up and they had no data. Like no data for signed.
Yeah, I've never
signed
seen that. That's
copy.
cool with the red Punisher symbol and everything. That's neat.
Yeah,
I
Thunderbolt.
like
Yeah,
that.
it's a pricey book raw. Pricey book raw. But this is how he's doing a new Punisher symbol. You know, usually
Okay.
he usually just does the head, but now he's doing it more defined. So that's how he's doing the new one. I saw all my books after they were signed because they did a private signing in the wall, and so this is the only one he did the new signature, new
Nice.
sketch. The other ones he did the old sketch, where it looks like a upside down U with the little slashes. All right, put that back. Next book up I see is an Invincible. So this is the one you pressed. I didn't look
I
at
didn't
none of
realize
the.
how pricey that book was. I thought
Yeah,
that
he
was
got.
like a book that came out last year or something, like some kind of like
Oh
new
wow.
comic book day deal. I was like, oh crap, when I
No,
saw how pricey it was.
14 years ago, this book came out, and this is actually not the most expensive one in this time. This is the one in 25, I believe, and they have a one in 50. I didn't look at any of the notes that you put for the ones you did, so
Okay.
yeah, this is the Invincible Returns.
Yeah, this was just a peach of a book, man. There was some very, very like hairline ticks on the back cover, but I mean, if I don't write anything on there and I write 9698, you know what I'm thinking that book's gonna hit though. The 96 is just to cover my ass, but I have no doubt that book should hit a 98.
So truth have it, or whatever I want to say, story. I'll tell a story really, really fast. Tried to sell this book raw. Nobody wanted it, and I thought it was very high grade too. So 9.8. Now it might be harder to sell because it's very more expensive.
I know it's like a
Like a
double-edged sword there, but
gift and a curse. Gift and a curse. So this book will probably be for sale when the show starts back up.
there you go.
Unless you want to get it now and get it for while the price of it is now. But yeah,
Is Ryan Otley on there?
Ryan Otley worked on the book. He didn't do the cover. Actually, it says Ryan Otley, Cliff Rathburn, and Corey Walker art. So he did the art inside. Eric Larson did the cover.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Right
yeah,
on.
he was cool to meet. He signed it in a perfect location. I thought about after the fact doing a remark like down here or something, but his remarks were $130, and I didn't budget. Remarks. I just budgeted signings at the convention, so
Yeah.
I didn't get it remarked. But I don't think that was bad price because he charged $30 for a signature, so basically it was $100 for a remark. That's how I
Okay.
do the math in my head because I'm already paying him $30 for a signature for grading, and if I'd have had $100 more, I could have got a remark.
Right.
I want to say this book I'm gonna show really quick. I didn't even press this book. I got this from my modern guy who I get 9.8s normally from, who's a peach to get modern books, but I have mixed feelings on older books because I'm like 50-50 because Men in Black I got from him. He said it was a 9.0, came back a 9.6, and then the X-Men 94. That's the one that was kind of he thought was higher and it came back lower. But modern books, this dude nothing but 9.8s. So this
delivers
is
on all of it.
Yeah, this is a Deceased #2 comic hero edition, Arthur Sudan cover. So Arthur Sudan was there, got that sign. Yowie loves Arthur Sudan. He loves Arthur Sudan. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Dude was talking to Arthur Sudan for 30 minutes, and I said, and I typed in my text. I didn't send it to him. I typed it. I said, "Bro, stop asking questions. We gotta go." Like, dude, like. I didn't know he was gonna talk that much to Arthur Sudan. Because like, I only had 2 books to get signed by artists, and I wish I would have had more, but I didn't. A few people canceled, so I didn't have more. So I only had 2 books, but it literally took us like 2 hours to get my 2 books signed. Because how long he talked to Arthur Sudan?
Yeah, he'll talk, man. He'll talk.
But yeah, this is one of those books I got. He had 2 of these, and me and Yahweh looked at both of them and picked out the best one. And he came back in 98. So this is just a book that I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna sell it, but it's not worth a lot. It's like maybe $200, maybe $199 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife knows when I go to Sean's house, like, it don't matter how long. If I tell her I'm only going to go over there, if I'm just going to be there for a few minutes, she knows it's going to be at least an hour because we're going to sit there and talk.
All right. So the next books up are the Daredevil and the Punisher 1. I'm going to do the Punisher 1. And since I have 3 of those Daredevil 612s, I think this one you said, I can't remember.
Let's see. I've got it at I think this one I said 9496. Yeah, 9496. There was just some small, tiny color breaks on the spine. But, I'll find some hairline breaks that nobody's going to see. So.
Yeah, and it's like when I'm looking at it, I have to tilt it a certain way to see what you're talking about. But if I hold it normal, I don't see them. Like if I just hold it straight up,
yeah,
I'll see it. But if I turn it a little bit, I could see 2.
And they'll tell you when they grade these books, like if a defect is so minor and minuscule that it does not draw your eye to it and take away from the overall presentation of the book, they're not going to knock you for that. Because it's so small and so minuscule that it's nothing that it's something that you're never ever going to notice unless somebody points it out to you.
And see, this is the old one he does. The old
okay
sketch. Very quick and simple. He does the other one now. I wanted him to sign like more down here, but it's not bad. It's not too bad. But Neil Adams cover. This is 1 in 50. So if anybody's wondering about this book and like it, Neil Adams 1 in 50. I don't think he's done a lot of Punisher stuff.
Yeah.
Neil Adams. What's up, Callie? He said 9.6 notes fingerprints. Oh man, he talking smack. He talking major smack. You know what? Shut up, Callie. Shut up. Because this guy is not always right, but when he's not right, it's like that. It's like that. Oh, all right. I'll give you money later. We got a swear jar. I don't know what I said. I said something bad. All right, I said the S word. Okay. But that's John Berthold, 1 in 50. Like I said, very expensive book that I didn't know about until I looked it up. Because I was looking up books to get signed. I was technically only going to bring that Thunderbolts book for Berthold to sign until I looked up this book, and I looked up another Punisher. Actually, no, it's a Red Hulk, Red She-Hulk book. That's actually getting double signed. I got Bernthal and I'm getting Jeff Loeb.
Nice.
To sign. And I said, man, this is very expensive and a grade. I said, man, let me get Bernthal to sign it, even though he had nothing to do with it. But, it's still, I mean, I can't get Neil Adams to sign it. So
yeah, unfortunately.
These next 3 books, got 3 left, are all the same book. The thing is, Two of them were pressed by Dustin. One of them was pressed by Yahweh. That's all I'm gonna say. And then one of them, I don't know which one it was. I don't know if it was the ones he pressed or the one Yahweh pressed, but one of them had like little. I don't know if it was like the weather or the inside of the building, but one of them looked like it had like little. I don't know, like little things that he had to use an 8-ball to get them out. That's all I can remember. He like used that and he kind of got it. He got them out, but yeah, it was like, man, what is how did this thing just do that? So there you go. 612. This is the 1 in 10 Netflix variant. So Charlie Cox is very cool to talk to. Very cool. Very nice. Vincent, I don't know if he was like he just got there. He looked like he was. I don't know if he was too happy, but he was there. But he was standing up, so he was good. But he put in Kingpin now.
Oh, nice.
But if you see a lot of his stuff where this is signed, he has his signature, and that's it. Charlie Cox, they have some with just his regular signature, but some have the Daredevil.
That's
but not many of them have both of these.
Yeah, that's a cool cover. I had never seen it before you sent it to me. I thought that was really neat.
Dude, I was looking for just one of these. And then fluke, I end up getting 3.
Nice. I love the color contrast.
All from the same guy, my 9/8 guy, modern. Look these books up, especially signed. Last double signature of these 2 SIGs. None of them have worked on a book, but these 2 SIGs sold for over $900 in a 9/8. There's only been one sale in the last like 90 days too. Like you, I don't know if you can look. I think you can look up on GPA Pass, but I know when I looked it up, I only saw one sale, and it was nothing for like the last last year, like last 2, since 2023, it didn't have any. In 2022, they didn't have any. I think there was only one. So I think you said these were
9698.
9698. He doesn't like to say. Normally he doesn't like to put that, but
right on.
So yeah, buddy. So and I'll show all 3 of them. People might say, "Oh, are they showing the same book?" No, y'all ain't gonna play me like that. Y'all ain't gonna play me like that. We're gonna go through these pretty quickly since we know it's the same book. I think he had the same notes for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 2. There's 2. There's 2. Now let's see. I'm gonna say these first 2. I'm gonna look at them. These first 2 got to be the ones that sent to Dustin. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. So there you go. Dustin, you going to Lexicon, Southern Comic Geek X.
I sure am not going to be able to make it this year, man. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I want to do MegaCon one year, but they need to figure out a better time, like date.
Mm-hmm.
They got to figure out a better date. I can't go to MegaCon a month after I just did New Orleans Fan Expo.
Yeah. And I'm doing C2E2 this year, so that's kind of thrown a wrench into a lot of my schedule too. Yeah. I'm getting to C2E2, then the next one will be Heroes, and then after that it'll be Baltimore. That's my big 3 I'm doing this year.
Dude, Dallas released the first wave of artists and writers. I looked at it and I said, I guess I won't be seeing any celebrities this year because they had some good artists.
Oh, really?
Like right Frank on. Miller. Frank Miller is the big name. But I saw a lot of people that I want to get signatures from, like as far as artists. But Frank Miller was one of them. I can't remember the rest, but I just remember seeing Frank Miller and a few others. What's that dude at DNA? He's gonna be there. I actually have a couple of books of his books that are in my PC that I'll probably get him to sign. So all right, so this is the last one. Last one up. This is the one that we did a mistake on, but that actually came out okay. So on the when he was writing this thing, he said, "Would you like me to try?" He had that accent. Would you like me to try it in red? And he tried it in red, and it didn't show, like in the black, because he didn't have a red pen, a paint pen. It was a red Sharpie, and everybody knows that like those are totally different reds. Totally different reds. A red Sharpie is basically a black Sharpie if you're putting it on stuff like this. Put it on stuff like this. So he started and he stopped. He said, "Yeah, that's not going to come out well." He said, "I said you can go back to the silver if you can get it on top of what you did, and you barely can see a little bit. I don't like right here, but it looks cool. Like it looks like a red silverish
Oh
color,
yeah.
but it actually looks really cool. What's up, Biggie, K-pop? Oh yeah, and Andy Kubert is going to be there.
Okay.
That's what I saw. I saw him. I was like, oh, I got some stuff for him too. So yeah, they got a lot of big names.
I got a piece of his. I got a Batman original art piece of Andy Kubert's that I just bought recently.
Dude, they got so many and they said that's the first wave. They're gonna probably usually they have 3 waves of stuff, or maybe more than 3, but I don't know who I don't know who else they could add. Maybe like Art Germ, but all right, this is probably the one Yahweh Press. Let's see if it's a disappointment.
Yeah, it's still a disappointment. Right on, man. That's awesome, dude. Hit all 3 of them.
Well, Chris said Andy's a nice guy. There you go.
Yeah, that's sweet, dude.
So I could tell you right now, 2 of them will be for sale. I'll probably hold on to 1 for the show. So yeah.
Yeah, I just hold on to all 3 of them.
yeah. Well, money right now it seems
leak one out now, leak one out when the first preview comes out, leak the last one out after the first episode.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna do what you said. Probably gonna sell 1. Let me look at these suckers. I ain't have to do no damn. Like I sent off the New Mutants 87 and no Mechanical Era. That's it.
Yeah, we've been having some issues with that stuff, man. I did 17 Mark Jewelers books for a guy, and
they missed them.
Every single one of them missed the Mark Jeweler ad. And I did a Thor 337 Mark Jeweler, and I did the thing where you hit can't find my comic, and you enter all the information manually. And in the variant, I put Mark Jewelers. And I put a note on it. And I always put notes on Mark Jewelers, and it's like, how do y'all still miss this, bro?
That's because whoever they're doing it just is not paying attention. Oh, we got this guy joining.
Wow.
That's the Bleeker.
I had to join with you 2 nerd holes just hanging out.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, my man?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Good to hear.
So to let everybody know, if anybody wants to join, I don't know if we're gonna keep this live. We're not gonna keep it live. But if anybody wants to join and talk backstage while these guys are here, you're more than happy to join. Both of these guys press books, so if you have any questions, you can ask them off air. Who else? Warlord, appreciate you.
No trade secrets.
No. What's up, Splash Page? Oh, Splash is his arch enemy. He's talking about Bleeker, boy. Well, he wants to battle Bleeker bad.
Splash Page.
Oh my god.
You know where to
look. He talks every time he pops in where Bleeker's at. He talks mad stuff, so it's like whenever they do battle on the hunt, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
That's smack for a guy that's got every book on the planet. Don't worry.
Right.
Yeah. He might mess with you and say, "All right, this is how we're gonna do this one, Mister Bleeker. We're going to let you pick a box up there, up there."
Buck Rogers fucking riding a shark. That'll fix you.
Right. You don't know what you're gonna pull.
You don't even know.
But yeah, I have to say, very happy.
Oh yeah.
I hit out of the park on all but one, but I explained why the one wasn't a hit knocked out of the park because it was a
These
mistake.
are
It
these
was
all
Yahweh's
pressed?
fault.
Are these all pressed from yours truly sitting beside you?
No, so the Punisher one that was the Neil Adams cover that was
Okay.
pressed by Dustin. Dustin
Nice.
did 2 of the 612s. The reason why he didn't do the third, I purchased a third literally like maybe a few weeks before the show.
Yeah.
So Yahweh was coming to the show, so I said, "Hey man, do you have time to press one book, or not one book, a few books before before the show, and bring them with you?" He said, "Yeah." So the other one was him. Dustin did my Invincible returns that I tried to sell raw, if you remember, Bleak.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah. So he pressed that one. It was a 9.8. And I
If
think that
Sean was
was
a
it.
real friend, he would have just brought a press with him so that whatever you needed, like he could have just took care of it while he was there.
He brought, like I said, he brought some stuff, but he didn't bring the press. He brought like his
Yeah.
tag iron.
That's not a
Oh,
real
okay.
Iron.
That's
He
not a
brought his
real
8-ball and a few other stuff.
Dustin would have brought a whole team of people. He would have brought presses. Would have been a truck. It would have been a whole thing.
Tack iron. I remember when I had my first beer.
Oh man. So, but yeah, I think the only book I'm like not happy with, even though it hit in the range that you said, was the X-Men 94.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, like I said, I've seen worse books that get 8.0s. I've seen worse books get 8.5s, to be honest. So I'm probably going to send that for the Chris Claremont signing. I'm just waiting as long as I can before I really submit that, because if he goes to Dallas, then I can save some money. So maybe he might go, since Frank Miller and Adam Kubert and a couple other bigger names are going. Maybe he'll show up. Then I'll just bring it there and save some money.
That Dallas, I really want Frank Miller's signature. When you sent that out, I was like, "Fucking Frank Miller, he never comes around here, man."
Look, I'll quickly I'll go over the I'll show the names really quickly. Then
And before anybody says it, yeah, he's gonna fucking die soon. I want to get his fucking autograph before the motherfucker's dead.
That's why I sent that Jurassic Park 1 in that he did, because I was like, I want his signature on something because he's such a legend, but I want it on something that I like and that I love. Something and of course it's some quirky ass shit like Jurassic Park. You know, that's my shit. So
That's
I'm like,
cool, man.
I'm fucking getting him to sign it, dude.
Oh, what's up, Mark? Who's it? Mark the
Cuddy Sark.
Yeah, Cuddy Sark.
Fun fact. Nick used to always tell me, no, it's shark. He misspelled it. No, a Cuddy Sark is actually a boat.
The more you know. The fucking more you know.
Right?
Listen to this guy.
Right? Oh, scallywag like me, Mr. Captain Pirate Man.
Fucking using scallywag.
The guy who I think don't you like boats on books or something?
Oh yeah, I've started collecting like pirate covers and covers with like pirate ships and stuff like that. I love that kind of shit. I just never thought about looking for it on comics until recently.
That's like people who argue with me about TMNT. They're like, oh no, like y'all arguing about T. So this is the list.
I got a TMNT pirate cover.
This is the TMNT. Not TMNT. Oh, you got me saying TMNT. This is the freaking Dallas. Why is this thing moving so slow? So Dallas list. You got Frank. These are people confirmed so far. Like they said, they're gonna have more, which this is actually a lot already. So you got Frank Miller, Adam Kubert. You got Art Adams, which I have some stuff of his too. Jeff Loeb, which I got some stuff of his. Frank Cho.
Jason Aaron.
Yep, Jason Aaron, Frank Cho, which I got some Frank Cho as well. I'm trying to buy more Frank Cho. Stephen Platt, Steve McNiven. Rose Best. That's the one I saw too.
Platt did some really kick-ass Moon Knight covers on that first volume.
Yes. So, and I didn't have I had sold all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. I had them too. I had all of them in high grade too, and I sold them.
I said I ain't got no Stephen Platt, and Yahweh. I told you, Yahweh, Stephen Platt, and the writer was in New Orleans, so you actually could have got it double, all this Moon Knight stuff double signed. And I told Yahweh, and he was like, "Crap, I sold all that stuff.
Hmm.
The other big name, which I don't know if she comes to down south a lot, but Rose Besh. Rose Besh is on this list at the very bottom.
Bleecker, send your 98 Muppets, dude.
Oh
My
yeah,
next
Gal
Muppets,
Chris.
I
Gal
actually
Gal Chris. Yeah.
I sold it, bro.
Oh,
Sold
well,
that
damn.
for $300.
Nice.
Yeah.
Claus Jansen's gonna be there. He inked a lot of stuff to let people know. Like, not he inked a lot of famous stuff with Frank Miller, but he also inked a lot of other famous stuff from other people that you wouldn't even think he did. Like the first Bullseye, and he did the first Prince of Shuri. He inked that. So he has a lot. Claus actually has a lot under his belt.
K-pop, can
You
you do
see
me a
Tim
favor?
Jacobus there next to Klaus
Yes,
Janson.
yes.
So
K-pop, can you go see if 1063 is still live?
Oh, wow.
Tim Jacobus, man, that's a really cool dude to talk to, and he sells original sketches. He did all of the covers for all the Goosebumps books.
Nice.
And I actually, R.L. Stein, who wrote Goosebumps, actually did some comics for Boom Studios called Stuff of Nightmares, and there were blank covers. So I've got 3 of those blank covers that are like perfect. That I'm gonna, and I've talked to him. He's gonna get with me so I can send them to him, and he's gonna sketch my favorite cover arts on those comics, and then he's gonna fill out the paperwork for CGC. I'm really excited about that. He's a cool guy.
I didn't know he did, and I should have did my own research because he's been in a few conventions I've been to in the last few years. So I might get him to do a sketch on my sketch pad because I remember as a kid reading those books and always getting them. So I don't know what cover or something similar I would tell him to do, but I might tell him to do something like superhero related Goosebumps cover. Like this, I don't care what superhero, make it into like a Goosebump cover and see how much he charges. But yeah, because that's
He's
something
not expensive at all.
Yeah, that's something from my childhood that I would actually cherish a lot. Other big names: Greg Land and David Nakayama. That's DNA. I couldn't remember his name. So Greg Land, I'm actually going to get him to sign my variant copy of the first appearance of Spider-Gwen.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
Since I have it, and hopefully I can get that signature bump and share it with your guys who I bought it from. What's his name?
I forget who you got that from. Oh yeah. You probably got it from it was probably either Jeff or Richie.
I haven't bought fuck all lately, man.
It was Ali and the other guy. I can't remember.
Yeah, Jeff.
56 lately. I think that's the only thing I bought. I haven't bought anything lately.
Yeah, so hopefully I'm gonna get that signed by Greg Land. I'll see how much you charge for a little head sketch because I'm like, hey, draw me a little head sketch. You know, maybe it's cheap enough, and get them to do a little remark. I mean, not sketch, but a little remark on the book too, because it has room where you can put a remark at the bottom. So I'll see, and because that's a book that's for my PC. I'm keeping that. That goes along with my miles. Only problem if I do get a 9.6, I'm gonna have to sell my miles to get a 9.6 because they're like both 9.4. Which I can't sell it because I bought that from Chad RCG.
Okay.
I bought it from Chad RCG, and I don't want to sell it or even upgrade it. David Nakayama, I have some stuff of his. And that is the rest of the people that I know that I'm going to be getting signed. But that was all announced. All announced. Mahafa, I think it's how you say Masafa. He does a lot of turtle stuff and Transformers and Thundercats. So, and G.I. Joe. So I might get him some stuff.
Did you say Mustafa?
I can't. I think it's Mustafa. I think that's how you see his first name.
Does he want to kill fucking Aladdin? Is that the guy? Is that who you're talking about?
No. Only person I have like some other stuff is Mr. Steal Your Wife. I have books for him that I'm hoping he does. And,
Mr. Steal
he's the first artist I ever met.
Yeah.
And it was at my first Comic-Con. And I had just gotten into comics like a few months earlier, and I bought an exclusive for Power Rangers 40, which was the White Ranger cover. Is the first time that the White Ranger is going to be in the new Boom Studios universe, and I thought it was super cool. Bought it. I had no idea who Clayton Crane was, And then I had just happened to put it together the day before I was going, and I was like, "Oh hell, I'm gonna get this guy to sign it." And at that point, he hadn't really blown up yet because there was nobody in his line. Walked right up, and it was $5 for the signature.
Well, that's worth it.
And I don't know who was more awkward, me or him. I had no idea what to talk to him about or what to say.
He's still awkward. He is still awkward. But when I got my stuff signed by him in Dallas, he still didn't have a line. You know, and it's not. I don't know why, but he didn't have a line. Like it wasn't. But I think it's because Art Germ was there. He had Art Germ. He had not David Nike. He had Art Germ and there's like a whole bunch of Asian artists and stuff like that were there.
It's like one of 2 or 3 Power Ranger comics I think I owned.
Who did that cover?
Callie actually sent this to me.
Oh, okay. Oh, that means you could rip it in half.
Yeah, it's probably not. It's probably a bootleg anyway.
So these are the books I want to get signed by Mr. Clayton Crane. Since Chris is here. I'll show this off. When we go on backstage.
Chris, yeah, man, I need to talk to that guy.
So I'm getting these signed. If Clayton Crane comes to Dallas, I'll probably get them all graded because they're all high grade.
Don't bring your wife.
Oh, my wife does come. But the lady, the woman he stole is there. She's there and help.
Exactly. She's with him at every show.
Yeah, so I got this one. These are all like all these movie covers type stuff.
Yeah, Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys.
Another one was From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's here. All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
Alright, see you later.
And this is an X Force. I think it was X Force 1 in 25. So, yeah. Thank you, Mark. That was, I know last year all of those, that whole crew, the art Germ group was there. Hopefully they come again because they were nice too. But let me appreciate everybody coming through. Say my thank yous. I'm thinking about doing this as the super chat giveaway. It's the first appearance of Shuri, but I might change my mind. Since Claus Jensen is going to be at Dallas, I could actually add a signature to it. It's not a 9.8. I think it's a 9.496, but it hasn't been pressed. So if anybody, I haven't heard anybody say about adding this as the super chat giveaway, or I can add something else. Maybe something like this. But just let me know what you guys think. Who does the super chat, the channel members, stuff like that. You guys got anything going on, Dustin?
I'm not a channel member, but I think you should add that to the super chat giveaway.
Oh, what are you doing? I do that.
So Dustin said he has nothing going on. He's booked. Just to let people know he's booked. He can't. He's not taking any more people. He will let you guys know on Instagram when he's open. And you might have some policy changes coming along in his new stuff. So I'll let him make those announcements when he's ready. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Bleeker, he has his show on Sundays.
Church on Sundays,
he's going to be doing some more Slab or Not the Slabs.
Yes.
So check out Church on Sunday. Pay attention to the Slab or Not the Slabs. This guy,
we're
Boston
try
Chris,
coming back in a big way with that. Actually, I might even do some of that. I might do some of that at church. So.
Ooh, yeah, because you can actually put a poll up during church.
Yeah.
Slab or Not the Slab, yes or no.
So we'll play a video. We'll play the video at church. We'll slab or not to slab in the chat while we're there for 5, the 4-hour chat, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so that's gonna be cool. So check that out. Boston Chris, he joins me with graphic content amongst other things as far as the hunt. All of us are part of the hunt, so definitely check out the hunt. What else? Sub everybody up, man. That's all I'm gonna say. We might chit chat for a little while backstage. If K-pop or anybody else wants to join, you're more than welcome. I'll put out the link one more time, but I don't think we have anything else. But very happy with my grades. That's all I can say. Peace. You guys be cool.